But animal call sentient animals, the cattle and yeah, all animal that usually slaughter is sentient animal. It's mean animal punya rasa. They have feeling. They could couldn't bear stress. They could feel the stress. So when you take one uh, cattle, for example, from the colony, all of them usually will mow or they will scream. And then that's the sign of the stress of the animal. When you slaughtering animal in front of other animal, they will feel stress. If they are sensing or they are breathing the blood of the slaughter animal, they will be stressed because they can sense the cortisol hormone from the blood of the animal. And stress is not good for animal. First, it will make animal difficult to be handled. Second one, those animal will produce low quality of meat. As you know, we have two kind of stress parameter on meat products. TFD, which is usually with high pH, and the color of the meat will be darkened. And the PSE, or pale soft exudative. It means the meat will be softer, it will slimy, and the color will not bright color, but yeah, pucat, pucat in English, maybe pale color. So that's why we have two parameters for the bad quality of meats. As a result of the incorrect handling. So usually we cannot use stick, or you cannot use electricity, whether um, in low voltage. Yeah, it's better you use kind of sulak, or in Indonesia, or you can use like a nylon. I will show the video later. And that's plastic nylon is just to make the animal easy to be handled, or you can yeah, make a scare of them, we can say, but not directly or physically yeah, sticking to their body. Okay, so we need standard for animal handling. Mean you need to maintain the design of the facilities, how long your gangway, you know, gangways, yeah, we can say memang gangway, way for the animal to go to another place, which is they can only move forward, not backward. And then we can use talker tools. Some animals easy to be handled using that, but it's sometimes not effective also. And this transportation, we need to be very careful how we can make. In Indonesia, we never, or we rarely talk about this transportation. We just know we have truck, and then we put as many cattle as we can. We never think in which season we need to transport the animal, or how high the truck should be, or how the degree of the uh, yeah, of the loading, unloading, what is it? Yeah, loading and your loading yard. And also we never um, know which kind of animal cannot be transport. For example, we cannot transport the ternak yang sedang bunting, and also when they are sick, we cannot transport it, or after we take the wool of the lamb, so we cannot transport them. Why? Because there is some reason when sick animal transported, then usually it's like the quote, if one bucket of apple, you have one apple busuk, other will be contaminated. So the same like in this transportation model, you have one sick animal or with disease, then one of the colony would be also sick or have a disease. The transportation also, as we know, we need to use it in feedlots, usually in abattoir also, to place the animal in right position, unloading with the minimum stress, and also easier to handle the animal injury. So the vehicle need to be constructed properly. I will show directly the video. Here you can say, we can see, I mean, one truck, we have a gangway here. How high this one? Usually for cattle, it's should not less than 1.3 meters. And the degree of this way, it should be less than 29 or less than 30 degrees. And the difference between two level and one level of truck will be different. We need space here. Usually in packaging, we have a head space, same as here. I hope you can see my, here we need space also, like head space, because if you don't have that space, animal cannot breathe easily. Also, you need to give some tamen in Java or jerami in Indonesia here, or haze in English, so to make the animal easy to move. I mean, will not sleep, I mean, not sleep, tidur ya, slap, I mean, yeah. And then between this lantai or this floor, you need at least 6 centimeters in between of any kind of wood, or if you use galvalum, but more than that will be dangerous for your animals. Okay, so we need to see the YouTube. I think will make you easier to understand what I'm talking about. Okay, wait. Please, anyone to tell me if you cannot hear the voice from the video yet. Okay, wait. Okay, sorry. Can you hear the voice from video?
You haven't shown the feed. We're still on the.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Share, optimize, share some. How about now?
Yes, sir, we can see it, sir.
This video shows good and better practices to improve sheep transport.
You
Good
can hear,
transport
Sheila?
begins with good
All good,
preparation.
sir.
Okay, great.
Upon arrival at farm, drivers fill in the driver checklist. Adjust the truck ramp to the loading key to avoid gaps and reduce the slope as much as possible. Floors and ramps should have a non-slip surface. Ramps should be wide enough for sheep to walk together. Railings on ramps should be high enough so sheep cannot jump over them. Put bedding in the vehicle. In case of cold weather, use straw and remove any wet bedding. When hot, wet sand, shavings or sawdust help to keep the sheep cool. Sheep must have enough space to all lie down or stand inside the vehicle. Give unshorn sheep and lambs with a thick fleece more space. Ensure at least 15 centimeters of space above the head of the sheep. 30 centimeters is even better. Increase space for sheep with horns or in full wool and in warm weather. Take extra care in multi-level trucks. Never transport injured, sick or blind animals. Do not transport very young lambs, highly pregnant ewes or sheep just shorn. Move and load the sheep gently and in a group. Avoid scaring the sheep by shouting, sudden noises or movements. Move sheep from dark to light zones. Sheep must not be lifted by the head, ears, horns, neck, tail, legs or wool. Never punch or kick sheep. Nylon flags, plastic ribbons or bags can be waved to encourage movement. Be careful when driving. Drive smoothly. Change gears and accelerate gently. Anticipate traffic. Maintain constant speed. Take curves carefully, especially when crossing roundabouts. Avoid sudden and hard braking. Use, whenever possible, highways. Respect the specific driving and resting time for sheep. Inside temperature should always be between 5 and 30 degrees. Ensure adequate ventilation, removing heat by opening the lateral flaps. If available, start the ventilation system when stopping. Automatic ventilation systems are mandatory for journeys more than 8 hours. They must be capable of operating for more than 4 hours. In hot weather, reduce the density of sheep on the truck by 30%, or delay the journey until nighttime. Beware, high humidity makes it more difficult to bear hot temperatures. Check out the temperature-humidity table. Park the vehicle in a shady area. It allows breeze to blow across the trailer. The loading ramp should be open. Place the truck far from other vehicles for animal transport. In cold weather, preheat the vehicle, provide extra feed and bedding, and keep sheep as dry as possible. Prevent freezing of drinkers by adding glycerin or glucose to the water. Park the trailer in a protected area and add extra weatherboards. What must be observed during transport, stops, and upon arrival? Are the sheep calm and quiet? They should lie down and not cry and/or fight. Are sheep coughing? Any eye and nasal discharge? Are sheep panting, shivering? When hot, sheep will use all the space. When cold, animals are huddling. Are all sheep fit for further transport? At every stop, check the vehicle and the sheep and record findings. Unload gently. If a sheep is unfit at arrival, it must be checked by a vet immediately. Report the number of sheep injured or dead. after unloading, the truck has to be cleaned and disinfected. For more details and tips on how to ensure the welfare of sheep during
Okay, I hope all of you can understand the video that I've been shown to you. Let's talk then. I will guide the discussion. I just want to know from the video what you can understand, what the new information that you never know related to this transportation. Is it okay? I hope this is okay. I will start from Akira Zarizuti. You are there, Akira?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Akira, from the video, what can kesimpulan or yeah, that you can squeeze or you can have from the video?
I
What
think
we
from
need
the
to,
video,
oh yeah, okay.
we can
Please.
assume that animal welfare is very important due to their quality, and we have to realize that animal transportation, animal condition when it is transport is very important.
Okay. What new information that you never know related to this video compared to Indonesian transportation?
I just know that truck of the transport is must available with the cooling fan.
Okay.
Usually, I saw in Indonesia, they just use open truck and stage the livestock there without any cover or cooling fan.
Okay. How many degrees, in your opinion, Akira, the temperature which will make the animal feel comfort?
Between 5 and 30 degrees Celsius.
And 5 until 30 degrees? Really? 5 degrees is like your kulkas, your refrigerator is 5 degrees.
But I think in Indonesia maybe around 20 to 30 in normal temperature for the best for animal livestock.
Okay,
Because the
so
weather here is tropical, so
okay. How many in tropical? Just guess. Wrong, it's okay.
25, 29.
Great. Okay, that is the ambient temperature that we have. Because we are in tropical, of course, it will be different from the subtropical or negara empat musim ya. And one question, Akira.
Yes, sir.
Better you have, I mean, of course, we need the comfort one, 25. But if I'm asking you whether you choose for your animal when you transport it, decrease the animal, decrease the temperature while transporting, for example, 5 degrees Celsius, or you choose increase the temperature. Both is abnormal condition, but I just want you to choose whether you choose high temperature for your animal or low temperature for your animal, which make your animal more stressed.
Which make my animal feel stressed?
Yeah, more stress in tropical country.
Low temperature.
Low temperature. Okay, that's almost close. Actually, whether in tropical or in subtropical, it's just because I'm reading earlier. 5 degrees lower is better rather than 5 degrees upper, because 5 degrees upper from the ambient temperature will make the animal stressed and fatal. Sometimes it will kill the animal. Increasing 5 degree of your body temperature, for example, it will make your metabolism worse than the low temperature. Okay, we can get the information, yeah, from my speech, yeah. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm not very fluent in it, but let's try to make it understand each other. Okay, thank you, Akira. You have a good point of view, and I will next to Alvin Restu. Alvin,
Okay.
you're here.
Okay, sir. I'm sorry. I think it's not really conducive in here because I'm still on
Okay,
the way.
Alvin,
to-
are you
to
in
my-
Pasar Hewan? Because
No. I'm on the in the way to go to my
okay,
coffee shop. So, I think I have same argument with Akira. I think it's in the difference in other countries that have good technology in slaughtering practices for animals.
okay,
They also about the temperature for the crop that is full of the animals. But we can compare it with Indonesia. They do
Alvin. Sorry, I want to hear you clearly, but I think you moving. I think you need to stop first and then
Okay, okay, sir. I will do it.
okay.
I think I have a same argument with Akira.
Mm-hmm.
That the country in that have a good technology in husbandry, they really concerned about the temperature and humidity of the truck that used to load the animal. So
Mm,
it's I think it will have influence for the animal's metabolism
okay.
and maybe will influence of the temperature of animals. So I think with the
Mm,
some certain humidity and temperature that yang cocok itu
yeah.
they will feel comfortable and it will make the animal not stressed, so they can be more easily to slaughter than the stressed animals kind of like that.
Okay, Alvin, you have a good point of view. Do you saw the video before? I want you to inform us what kind of differences that you catch from the video, which is different from Indonesian transportation.
Actually, I don't see the video because I'm still
Okay,
on the way. So, uh, but
okay,
I still hear from that they have a good concern about the humidity and temperature of the truck. So I think it's a good idea that can be applied in Indonesia for maybe in the future, kind of like that.
okay. Humidity. You mentioned about humidity. How important is humidity for your animal while transport?
Because I think humidity is actually correlated with the temperature. So if you have like mm, large humidity, big humidity, so it will increase, it will cool down the temperature. So I think it will not also comfortable with the uh, animals, humans also. And if the humidity it's decrease and the temperature is uh, increased, so it will also it will also influence the animals. So I think,
Okay,
but I don't know how much the humidity percentage that good for animals. But I think it's maybe same as like humans. So the normal humidity, I think it will be same the like the ambient temperature like 25, 26, 27 degrees Celsius, kind of like that.
okay. Thank you, Alvin. That's a good answer. Also, for the kelembapan or the humidity, we need that to maintain the condition inside the transportation. For example, the smell or the odor of the animal. We can decrease that if we have correct humidity. I also don't have a exact data, yeah, but every animal or cattle and poultry and others have different need for the humidity. For example, our lecture here, Mas Galo, Pak Galo, has tools named Broiler X before that can maintain the humidity of the inside the cage. So that's very important for the poultry, for the chicken, because if the humidity is too low, also it will make the chicken panting. You know, panting is like mangap, and you actually, the purpose is to cool your body with, you move out your hot temperature using your mouth. That's called panting. So that sign also we can, it's also directly correlated with this transportation. To have a special transportation in overseas, I mean, they have special driver. The license is special. Not every person can transport the truck for the cattle, because the driver need to check in every how many hours, for example 4 or 5 hours, the animal. If the animal panting means the temperature high, and also the humidity possibly also low, so we need to increase that humidity. So special driver is need for the special cattle. So we cannot use any kind of drivers. In Indonesia, you can use bus, you can use truck, you can use, after you transport human, you just directly transport the cattle. That's very common in Indonesia. But actually, that is not standard. Okay, we move to Dava Dia Ulhak PC.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
You can hear my voice, Dava.
I can hear your voice, sir.
Okay, I want you to mention one point that, do you see do you saw the video?
Yeah, I saw the video, sir.
Okay, I want you to give me one point of view which different from your friends. What different method or different thing that you can get from the video different from Indonesian transportation?
I guess about the space, like
Space. How about the space?
for the capacity for the transportation of the animals. Because from my experience, like when I see some trucks carrying animals like cattle or sheep, they always overloaded to the max, so there's no breathing space between the cattle. So.
Okay, means every animal, in your opinion, need special space for them. Why we need the space, Dava?
From the video from before, if I remember correctly, to put less strain on their legs, to put less strain on, to make the animal less fatigued. So.
Okay, do you think layrits, you know layrits, right? Tempat istirahat hewan, and while transport needs different space or the same space? Di tempat istirahat hewan, ketika datang di tempat penyembelihan, saat hewan itu datang, butuh space yang sama nggak dengan pada waktu ditransport? How do you think?
I think yes.
You think same, yeah? Yeah.
I guess
actually, we need different treatment. While we transporting animals, yes, they need space, but the important space is the, I can say, like a head space of the truck. Second one, if they transport for a short destination, better they they have tight space between cattle. It's to maintain the animal not make many moving while transport. Because many moving means the cattle can have a bruise or something. But when we put the animal on the layrage, we need space addition. There's the space for animal to rest. As you know, cow, for example, he needs the room or what kind of I can say the word istirahat. They need rest. They need to when they rest, it will need different space while they are berdiri. So we need different space for that. And you are very good. I mean, while we transport, it's better the condition of the animal at the same direction. For example, the transportation go forward, mean you need to maintain the animal also go forward. Because if not, then the animal will feel dizzy. Can you imagine? Usually in Indonesia, if we have a Idul Adha, people want to transport kambing to be slaughtered, and kambing ditaruh on the seat of the motorcycle, and then the driver very fast moving the motorcycle. We can feel if we are the animal. Our eyes is different from the animal. The animal eyes is between, on the side of their skull, but we are in front of. So can you imagine what the good feeling when the driver bring it with the fast condition? They will dizzy because the range to see each other is like this one, different from us. Yeah, so that's why we need to transport animal in a good condition. Okay, I like my promise, I need everyone to talk the differences between the transportation in our country and in overseas. Next, Ardian sama Karim, do you already have
Yes, sir.
opinion?
I think my opinion is not that different between the other four of my friends. Three. I think what differs the most is the standard of operation, the SOP, and I think that the video that you played before was in Europe, I think, and they have like Europe has this high standard in the animals that they need to fulfill. So I think that Indonesia hasn't done completely well in requirements to fulfill that SOP, especially in high standard.
Do you ever see a good standard in which district in Indonesia, or you never see it before also?
I think that what Akira mentioned is actually the most common if I see in Indonesia with open trucks and not good of an environment and lots of dust in the car. I think it's not that much.
Okay, so we need to put haze, and also, as you see in the videos, some kind of sand. What the need? Why we need to use that, Ardi? Why we need to use hay, or why we need to use hay or sand? Of course, the sand on the truck.
I think it's more for the comfort to reduce stress on animal.
Okay, reduce stress.
Yeah, and also to help the animals to move around, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's almost correct. We need to put the hay or sand First, to make comfortable of the animal. While they feel the sand, they will feel it is on the ground. Second one, it will not maintain, yeah, it will menjaga, to take care of them from the slippery floor. Yeah, so that's why we need that. Okay, Salwa Salasa. Salwa, are you there? Are you there, Salsa? Salwa? Not yet. How about Sheila? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sheila, could you mention to us what kind of differences, another from your friend, of course, from the video, that you think we need to practice it in Indonesia, or we need to, yeah, at least copy it in Indonesia?
I think it was the point of the video where they have a stoop over to the truck and they have like this what do you call it, papasan, not papasan, apa sih namanya,
Yeah.
antara between the way
Yeah.
for the animal, because not only is that can keep for the efficiency so that the animal will not run away, it's also will provide the animal welfare of animal not being pushed or directly pulled into the truck itself.
Okay, good point. Sheila, I want to ask you, do you ever touch boar or pig before?
I have not.
You have not. Let's talk about pig. We need to understand that behavior is important while we handling the animal. If you are the operator of those pig and then you want to load those pig onto your truck, what will you do? What will you use?
To guide the pig into the pen.
Yes, to the fan, not to the van, to the truck.
To the truck.
Yeah.
I think by its tail.
Okay.
And then,
Why we need that? Okay.
Because it's a pig, of course, it will be heavy, and you cannot just simply pull them or push them into the truck. So I feel like by using the tail, you can just like snoop it a little bit, and then they will move into the direction that you were intended the animal to go.
Okay, that's. I thought Salva already have this knowledge before. It's good because the point of view from this discussion is we need to know the behavior of the animal. If we push those pig by using our hand, so until sore ya nggak akan jalan itu babi. Tapi we need some kind of tricks, because if we, ya like you say, kita tarik ekornya, maka babi akan ke depan. Itu saya praktek dulu selama di Kadipiro. Saya pernah jadi the head of the practical class in Kadipiro, and then I use that tricks. It's very easy to move 150 kilograms of pig. You can imagine, pig is very difficult to move ya. Orang bilang babi paling dekat dengan manusia, tapi ngeyelnya juga kayak manusia. Mereka susah diatur. It's easier we controlling the cattle or the lamb, especially lamb. Lamb is very easy. So in Australia, for example, they use dog. Dog is very helpful for them to controlling the animal to move forward to other directions, and that's good because trained dog, they will not hurt the animals. But in Indonesia, it's uncommon. But actually, we, as I know, we can use dog also. I mean, related to religions for farming, it's okay. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Wait, I will stop here. Where is my PPT? Okay. Okay, so that's why we need to understand the design of the truck, so we will have a qualified animal to be transported. I have the second video actually, and that will be the last of our discussion for today. Of course, I have a 63 PPT, but basically the point I already tell to you. You can read it carefully later. Okay, this one is the space, like your friend said, for cattle with the body weight 110, for example, we need area almost 1.5 until 0, I'm sorry, 0.4 until 0.7 meter square. For sheep, of course, smaller, and for pig, yeah, it's almost same with the sheep. Yeah. But we have the standard for that, so you can use the standard if you make special truck, because sometimes in Indonesia to buy the standard truck is also too expensive. Better we make by ourselves if we are low budget then. Okay, and then like okay, this is Indonesian case. We put some haze sometimes to adapt with the slippery floor. The density, we need to make it not many space in truck, because the animal can be hurt from that from that position. Okay, I already tell this also. Okay, this one. Let's see the video first.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. My kids play a lot of
Sorry, sir, you haven't moved into the...
Sometimes they can be a little difficult to peel them away. So I found a game they can play as much as they want. It's called Adaptive Mind. It's a learning platform.
How about now?
Oh, good, sir.
Okay, great. See the videos, at least you can take some guidance.
The Fit to Load guide from Meat and Livestock Australia has been developed to help you meet your legal obligations under the Australian Animal Welfare Standards for the land transport of livestock. Because it's an offence to load and transport an animal in a way that causes or is likely to cause it unnecessary harm, this guide will help you decide if an animal is fit to be loaded for transport by road or rail to anywhere in Australia.
There's not a whole lot of point bringing damaged livestock here because, as the old saying goes, one bad apple in a barrel can spoil a whole barrel. For buyers looking at pen of stock and they're seeing stock that is just a substandard, they're going to make the assumption that there's more than one in that particular lot, and they'll walk on to the next pen, or that pen will be significantly discounted.
An animal is not fit to load if it's not strong enough to undertake the journey, unable to walk normally, and can't bear weight on all legs, severely emaciated or visibly dehydrated, showing visible signs of severe injury or distress, likely to be caused increased pain or distress during transport, blind in both eyes, or in late pregnancy. If an animal is unfit to load, your options include treating the animal and then transporting when recovered, consulting a veterinary surgeon and then transporting only under veterinary advice, or humanely destroying the animal. It's the responsibility of the person in charge to ensure that animals are prepared correctly and will cope well with the entire journey. Well-prepared stock travel better are less stressed and associated animal welfare issues are avoided. You should plan the journey to include rest stops and inspections, and make sure the facilities, including yards, races, loading ramps and vehicles, are well constructed and will not injure livestock. Rest recently mustered livestock prior to loading and segregate animals appropriately. This includes keeping horned animals away from non-horned or keeping mothers with their young. Once you begin the loading, handle livestock quietly and with minimum force. The maximum time off water will vary for different species and will need to be adjusted down in hot, dry weather and for the pregnant or young. For goats and cattle over 6 months old and sheep over 4 months old, the maximum time off water is 48 hours, with a minimum spell period of 36 hours. Spell time is the period of time that stock must rest with access to food and water when the maximum time off water has been reached. The maximum time off water is reduced to between 24 and 28 hours for calves, kids and lambs, or for pregnant or lactating animals, followed by a minimum spell period of 12 hours. Transporters, drivers and agents should always seek information about how long animals have been off feed and water before loading. If it's likely that the journey will take more than 24 hours, then the date and time when animals last had access to water and when they were last inspected must be recorded by the person in charge. Written information about who to contact in an emergency must also be provided. Dry feed only, such as hay, can be offered prior to loading, even if water has been withheld. Whenever food or water is on offer, make sure there's enough space for every animal to access it, as shy feeders become an issue when space is limited. Consider giving electrolytes to animals during the preparation period, as it may help prevent physical stress during the long journey. In the rare event of an accident involving heavy vehicles carrying livestock, Livestock Assist is a 24-hour national hotline to coordinate emergency responses, an important service to minimise harm to both drivers and animals if something does go wrong.
There's some great fit to load guides that the MLA's put out, and I encourage everybody to look through those. And obviously you don't want to be transporting stock that are in the late stages of pregnancy. You don't want to be transporting stock that are blind in both eyes or crippled. But it just makes great economic sense to make sure that we've got the right animal welfare outcomes.
Sing marawegah kuwi yo nyari.
Okay. From the video we can conclude that special treatment need for the animal. For example, you need to give electrolytes before transport the animal. You need special time for animal to drink. I mean, some of them like 2 days, but some of them is different from one animal to other animal. And also you need to placing the animal bukan ibu ya, induk dan anaknya bersamaan. And also you need to separate the cripple one, atau yang tidak layak untuk ditransportasikan. Also they have calendar. Usually the best time to transport the animal is nighttime because the temperature is low. Also it will reduce the stress of the animal. So if you cannot transport animal with the truck with the good condition of temperature, ambient temperature or the comfort temperature, then you need to transport at the night time. That is the better choices. And also from the video we know that to transport animal, especially to other country, it needs special way or special method. For example, you need to bring animal from Australia to Indonesia. What kind of material you need? Usually we use wood because wood is better. Animal adapt with wood better than we use calvalum, for example. And then how if we use the ship? I mean ships, not ship. Yeah, no. I mean kapal. Also, it's needs a different method. So I hope after this class you see the other video. You can learn from the MLA, the Australian Association for Transport Importing the Animal. They have standard. Also from other country also is possible. And I think for the first day of our lecture, I think we will continue to next week. So we will stop our lecturing today. But before that, I need you to have an attendance QR. Yeah. Let me check whether I already possible to access that or not. Because tomorrow you will have nyoblos time, right? What do you call nyoblos time? So who already in Jogja now?
Only Alvin, sir.
Only Alvin. Others, you're online from your home?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I will not guide you to the gangway to choose one or two or three, yeah, of course, like today theme. I hope all of you can go or nyoblos, yeah. It's better you take this chance rather your goal put regardless number one, number two, number three, because you are Indonesian, you need to have a responsibility to your country. So I mean, I encourage you to take nyoblos tomorrow. And wait. Okay. Okay, we will stop here. I will see here. Sensi. Muat ulang 6%. We need this because this will be recorded by the system. But why not yet change? Wait a second. We need to have a percent C di 1530. Sedangkan ini masih yang tadi. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me, Sheila?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please to fill your attendance QR. All of you, yeah, because this is important for your data. 75% you need to attend the class. If not, then you will not pass the class, right? One, two, three, four. Five. Anyone not yet fill the QR already? All of you?
Alvin, sir. Alvin doesn't feel QR yet.
Alvin, oh, why you cannot use your phone?
I think he's only using one device, but I already took a picture of his attendance so he can claim to the academic.
Okay, you can use that, right? I mean,
yes.
I hope I'm not the technology tidak merugikan Anda maksud saya. Bisa klaim ya ke akademik ya. Okay, so if everything is okay, all good, we can finish our class, yeah? Alvin, you already have your QR for the academics, yeah? Okay. I assume it is okay, everything. Sheila, we can finish this meeting? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for your attendance. Good luck for your Coblos Sunday tomorrow. And see you next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, sir.
Have a nice day.